Okay, he says go. It is the Consolation Final of the WCA 2014. The hype is real now. Fly 100% against Yumiko. Last Refuge is the map, and we see Fly spawning in the bottom left and Yumiko in the top right.
And of course, Last Refuge, one of those maps that has a quite accessible mercenary camp, and obviously lots of humans like to draw from that, reinforce their armies from that neutral building. Orcs, not so much, but here and there they do add troll berserkers, especially against tower rushes. This is very, very popular, but it's not that easy to creep for an orc early on as it is for a human with all the militia support.
Well, he could go for the mercenary camp. It's okay with 2 grunts, I think.
Yeah.
But you need some time to produce these 2 grunts.
It's gonna take a little while and a little while longer than for the human. Question is, when is Yumi gonna be expanding? Or is he in general gonna be expanding? I expect him to expand, but not too soon. Okay. There's the Archmage, his probably favorite hero, because when was this? 3 or 4 years ago, humans tried to quick expand on tier 1 against the Blade Master and a few grunts a lot, but it has kind of faded out of the meta, and we haven't seen it so far, I don't think. I think they've always expanded later. But I think this is actually a pretty good map to expand on. It's kind of close to your base, not that close, but still close enough to call militia for support. And of course the mercenary camp, I like to always keep mentioning, is really, really close next to it. In fact, in between the main and the expansion. And we see the Blade Master, obviously, for Fly, and the first grunt gonna be joining him.
Yep.
Another burrow for more grunts to follow up, and probably a shop with a first finished creep spot. So, is he gonna be aggressive with the blade, or is he gonna be defensive and creeping more?
Yeah, he has no shop yet, so I think he'll creep in the first stage of the game. Probably the green spot first, maybe a very early expansion because he likes that. But Yumiko is taking a very odd spot here, going for the Murlocs right away. I've never seen that before.
I think it's new for me as well. Maybe, what's he gonna get here? Gauntlets are actually pretty nice against the Blade Master. That's 75 more hit points. Blade, by the way, so does a TP, very standard. I got a circlet in return. Basically, it's the same money. And now he's gonna creep the High Priest, I do believe. Right, no, he's waiting for...
No, he's not. The Archmage sees it.
That seems weird. I don't think he was expecting Yumi right here. Who's gonna get the last hit? It would be huge if it was for Yumi.
Oh.
But no. It goes towards the Blade Master.
But he got the item, and it's the Sentry Ward's very nice for map control. And of course, detecting the Blade Master.
Yes, indeed it is.
This is such a rare opening on Last Refuge. I've never seen that before. Usually, both players are going for the mercenary camp, of course, going for a very fast expansion. But these players are not wasting time with expanding their economy. They just want to hit each other in the face.
And Yumi now using one of his strengths of the race, and that's creeping simultaneously with only militia and maybe a few footmen. Nope, in fact it's only militia, and he's just doing ring around the rosy with the Blade Master, as of course the Archmage cannot really stand and fight against the blade. He will just be chopped down to pieces, but he's not taken too much damage yet, and the gauntlets are also helping a little. So he's pretty safe right now. It's going to be important who's going to get the boots, and so far in the last game against Infi, Fly has always given up the boots. Maybe he doesn't value them as much.
But I think this is very interesting way that Yumi adapted to the game that Infi played, because Infi denied Fly all the experience on Echo Isles. And this is what Yumiko does right now. The Blade Master is not able to creep. The grunts have to creep simultaneously. And this is an awesome timing for Yumiko here, cancelling the shop. So no heal salves, no clarity potions for the Blade Master. He's going for the boots now since it's 19 o'clock. But Yumiko will get boots as well, I think.
And getting that shop is a big deal, guys. I mean, he's remaking it probably right now. Finds the Archmage, that's good, so he's not gonna be taking too much damage in his main base without being to defend. Oh, maybe a grunt surround. Fly is known for insane grunt surrounds, but no opportunity really presented itself there. Of course, the Archmage with the Boots of Speed is very nimble and very slippery, difficult to surround. And he's just, as you say, walking around, running around the Fly's, well, side of the map and trying to find openings here and there to cancel. buildings in production. And yeah, he's trying to deny the Blade Master experience, so maybe a tier 2 push is coming and the shop is gonna be cancelled again. Maybe a little sloppy by the Blade to not be there to defend that shop.
I think Yumi is actually doing something with the towers because because he built an early early lumber mill. Okay, the shop is standing. That's very nice for Fly.
Nice. The quality seems to be suffering right now, guys. I'm not quite sure why. But honestly, there's not much we can do right now about it because we're in the middle of the game, so we're gonna hope that it stabilizes.
So let's take a look at Yumiko's base. He's going for double Arcane Sanctum and he's going for the Mountain King. So the lumber mill was just a way to get a little more lumber earlier on without the usage of guard towers. The Blade Master still no level 2, still no item drops for him.
Yeah, and he bought a Dust of Appearance, which I'm wondering why. Bestiary is getting produced without any interruption, and so is the Spirit Lodge. Whoa! He actually expected that Sentry Ward. Alright,
Really
that's what the dust was there for.
Yeah. Shadowhunter, of course, the obvious choice for second hero against human. He has his Spirit Lodge and he has a Bestiary. No signs of Yumiko that he wants to pressure the tier 2 buildings. So everything's fine right now. The first sorcerers are coming out, the first priests are coming out, and the Mountain King joined the battlefield.
Yes, obviously a very good choice against the Blade Master. Maybe bolting for the first time right here. No, he's not. But yeah, Mountain King, that already indicates that there's not going to be too much pressure thrown towards the Orc base. But he does get 2 Ivory Towers and is now going to be creeping his Goblin Merchant.
Oh, there's militia support. Maybe he just wants to finish the spot a little bit earlier.
That must be the reason for it. He of course doesn't want to give it up to the Blade, so he reveals quite early actually.
One of mana stealing here, it's okay against Mountain King.
And he's leveling his Blade solo while his Shadowhunter is staying out of experience range. He wants the Blade level 3 before he starts moving around the map and starts harassing everywhere.
Usually you do it the other way around. It's kinda interesting to see that. Almost level 3 for the Blade Master now. What is the little dwarf doing? Oh, Potion of Invulnerability very early on.
Yeah, I mean the Blade was denied a lot of experience in the early game, as we said before, and I think this might be the tier 2 expansion I've kind of been expecting.
Yeah.
And the Blade is gonna hit level 3 off of this creep spot. Alright, this is when the game starts getting really interesting. How is Fly gonna react to it? We saw in games before he likes to counter expand. There's a reveal, not seeing the Blade Master. He's nowhere in the vicinity. Is Fly gonna apply pressure or counter expand? He will have to decide soon because he can't take too much time to make up his mind. Otherwise, this economy advantage will just be too big. Oh, he has the true side from the towers, gets bolted. By the way, he's not level 3. I thought he was level 3, but I was mistaken. He has another dust. Another bolt will surely soon follow, but the slow wears off. Here's a bolt. He has Spirit Link on him, so he doesn't take as much damage. Another Windwalk, and yeah, he should be getting away.
Well, there's another Stormbolt.
But dust will wear off soon enough. I do believe he's taking more damage.
There's another dust. Oh my god, the Blade Master's in real problems. It's going down! And level 3 for the Archmage. Fly, what are you doing with your Blade? He had a Potion of Invulnerability on it, I believe.
He used 3 dusts in the last, 2 minutes. It was definitely worth it. And yeah, the Invulnerability Potion was not used. He would have dispelled the slow and of course saved the Blade Master that way. But Yumiko, to Fly's luck, I would say, is expanding, so there shouldn't be too much pressure coming towards him.
I think Yumiko sees this differently. Invisible Mountain King coming up here. 2 bolts left. He's not attacking the altar. He is going for the burrows right away. He has a nice amount of damage output here. Here comes the Raiders and he has to retreat. He uses the 1 bolt on the Raider to maybe kill it off early. The Footmen are doing a good job. And Fly, once again, such a great usage of the Scroll of Speed, saving that Raider.
He should also try to eat it with the Kodo as long as it does have that Scroll of Speed on it. But now it's worn off. The Blade Master is still, I guess, 20 seconds or something away until he can join the battle, but this army from the Orc is more than strong enough, even without the Blade Master. I do believe to deal with this, and yeah, it's just not enough stuff, you know. When you expand like this, your army is so small and easily dealt with by Fly.
Yeah, I think it was nevertheless a good go because it saved him some time to setting up the expansion, build a few towers, but of course Fly simultaneously put up an expansion of his own. That's what he always does. When the human builds an expansion, he's like, okay, if you can do that, I can do that.
Yes, as we said before, he is going for his tried and true counter expanding style, but it is already scouted with the water elemental, I do believe. And now Yumiko, he will want to try to cancel this expansion. One water elemental will already deal quite a bit of damage, is what I want to say. But what's he gonna do?
The damage output is just too high. Oh, that was one hit. Only one hit, but now very huge creep spot for Yumiko. Big item, huge experience. Maybe Mountain King level 3.
I like how we transferred the Gloves of Haste over towards the Mountain King for more bashes.
Yeah.
It's a little thing, but it can happen.
Holy shit, the Unholy Aura.
Really nice for movement speed and regen. Now the blade is coming in again. I hope he's not gonna die this time. Gets the last hit. Will disappear into wind. Yes, no mana!
Oh, what a huge mistake by Fly again!
What
Is
the hell?
there another windwalk? What a block by the breaker here! He bashes, and the Blade Master is going down for the second time!
How can he make that mistake yet? No mana for a second windwalk. Seriously, how can he make that mistake? A player of his caliber? I really don't
no
get
idea. Once again, he's bought back at the tavern. This is so expensive for Fly right now, and he has to take risks. He has to do something, and he's going for the big red spot here. Command Aura, very nice. It stacks with the Kodos, actually.
Yes, it does, but losing that Blade Master twice certainly didn't help.
Tome of Retraining.
Tome of Retraining is gonna be Blizzard for Yumiko, but still his expansion hasn't kicked in quite yet, so his army is still small, but the Orc doesn't have a TP. Well, in fact, I think he's getting one now at the shop to TP in here, and look at this, Blizzard onto Boros and repairing peons. Second Boro has fallen, TP is coming in, and I believe, yep, counter TP straight away to get out of there. One sorcerer's been eaten and one footman killed. Apart from that, nothing was lost. So I think it's still alright for Fly, but he needs to get his shit together. He cannot continue playing like this.
The expo is not finished yet, but in this very second it is. Yumiko is playing tremendous here, absolute brilliant performance, but there is the Kodo Aura now for Fly. There's a level 4 Shadow Hunter and a level 3 Blade Master. Not that well pimped, but still a huge damage dealer.
Yeah, the double aura is of course helping quite a lot, and now he's finding it's kind of okay against the bolt.
Yeah, for the Shadow Hunter I think it's okay.
I think he needs the money though right now.
Yeah.
I think he needs units to defend this expansion because that's what's keeping him in the game. If he loses this expo, it's over. So he needs a lot of supply to be able to deal with the army of Yumiko, which is getting stronger and stronger second by second.
Oh, the Blade Master again at the shop. Bought the Scroll of Healing here. Another one is available, but I think he'll only get the... No, he got nothing. Book of the Dead by
What?
Yumiko.
Ah, it's for harassing. He
Nice.
wants to send him into the main base and attack the expansion. And the expansion has just now finished. Nothing has been gained from it quite yet. Only now peons are starting to mine, and now look at the army difference.
And Yumiko is doing it again. The
Yes.
towers where he can fall back into to heal up a bit. Very unique strategy that Yumiko came up with.
And this is where the Shadow Hunter needs to perform. His army is just so small, he had to spend so much money on getting his Blade Master back time and time again, and the Blizzard hits absolutely everything. I think he needs to go for the hero focus, but there is an invulnerability on the Archmage, so maybe that is not an option. The Mountain King right in front of the battle, tanking so much, and the Blizzard dealing so much damage. It's a really tough fight here for Fly, but now the Archmage out of position, does not get ensnared again, however. He's forcing him back, but everything's slowed. Now scroll speed being used. Now is the time to strike. He's trying to go in there, but there's so much human stuff. Even militia support being called. The Blizzard again hits nicely. Ensnare maybe was a little too late. Does he have another scroll of speed? Excuse me. It feels like he needs to use it. Now instant cans on the Blizzard. That was really quick by Fly, but he has basically nothing left. Only 3 Raiders to the right, 2 Grunts to the left, and 1 Kodo in the middle. But the Blader, I guess, is standing strong. He's getting healed up again. The Shadow Hunter is also regenerating mana with the Clarity. But the question is, how much more mana does he have for heal waves? Because if that mana is gone, things become really interesting and difficult.
Yeah, I think he has only 1 left, and Yumiko is once again doing tremendous. Level 4 on the Mountain King. Such good usage of Blizzard, and here it comes once again. No chance of cancelling it without running into it. That was probably the next heal wave will be the last. There's no mana potion or something. More towers from Yumiko coming in. The Mountain King has a nice amount of mana. 2 Storm Bolts here, but he gets killed, almost killed by the Blade Master here. Used his potion of invulnerability. 1 Storm Bolt is left. Who is he thrown it into?
Yeah, he's trying to go for the Mountain King right now. The potion of invulnerability is gone. Clap being used to slow down the damage. Up, but another Ensnare. We must have another one to kill this MK and Snare.
Invisibility! Awesome save.
But he has a dust. He must have a dust. He had one before. Did he sell it? Oh, that would be such a shame. Now he's trying to go for the Archmage, but there's still invisibility. First of all, potion being used, and now, only now comes the dust. Maybe the Shadow Hunter was slowed and out of range because of that reason. And look at all these Spellbreakers. It's a giant army for Yumiko. Fly was trying to go for the hero kill, didn't work, and now he's basically nothing left. The Blizzard is devastating, and that's GG for Fly. And I'm sorry, but I gotta say, that's the worst I've seen him play in quite a while, making huge mistakes. What's going on with him? I'm hoping he can recuperate, get his strength back. Mistakes like that cannot happen, not on this level.
You cannot lose your Blade Master twice with such easy mistakes, but Yumiko capitalized perfectly. He knew exactly what to do in that situation, and he tried to put up his towers again, won the fight, went even further, and then was able to punish Fly for his mistakes.
Yeah, solid play by Yumiko. Definitely.
He had a match play in his head, and that worked out perfectly, and the next map is Death Road.